My name is Natasha Nabil Bedino Azman, matrix number 2021-600036. In this video, I want to briefly explain a little bit about the increased price of petroleum that affected Malaysian consumers and economy. For the introduction, crude oil and petroleum are mixtures of hydrocarbons that originated from the remains of plants and animals that lived in a marine environment millions of years ago before dinosaurs existed. We refer to them as fossil fuels. The skeletal remains of these creatures and plants were covered by layers of sand, silt, and rock over millions of years. These layers, heat and pressure transform the remaining materials into what is currently known as crude oil or petroleum. Petroleum is short for rock oil or earth oil under the Earth's surface. Petroleum is a naturally occurring liquid that may be refined into fuel. Since petroleum is a natural gas, it was produced over the course of millions of years by the breakdown of biological matter. Petroleum is created when a significant amount of dead animals, primarily zooplankton and algae, are heated and compressed under extreme pressure beneath sedimentary rock. Petroleum is transformed into polymers and other products as well as used as a fuel for machines, heating systems, and cars. Since most of the world depends on petroleum for a wide range of products and services, the petroleum sector is very strong and has a significant impact on both world politics and the global economy. Furthermore, upstream, midstream, and downstream petroleum companies make up the petroleum sector. The place of an oil and gas business in the supply chain is indicated by this. Companies in the upstream oil and gas industry locate, mine, or create raw materials. Businesses connected to the post-production of crude oil and natural gas are conducted by downstream oil firms. The versatile fossil fuel petroleum may be processed into a wide range of goods. Gasoline, kerosene, fuel oil, and lubricating oil are typical examples. Vehicles are the main uses for gasoline. It is used to run small engines like those in lawnmowers, as well as in cars, motorbikes, and other types of transportation. 12 of the top oil-producing countries in the world make up the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, a group that greatly affects the price of oil on a global scale. In order to manipulate the selling price of oil per barrel and reduce the amount of oil supplied to the global market, OPEC, the largest oil supplier, reduces the amount of oil produced globally. Additionally, Libya's political unrest keeps its crude oil production up, which reduces the amount of oil available globally. Due to supply uncertainty, countries compete with one another for the supply of crude oil, driving up the price of the commodity. The price of the same amount of oil on the world market has increased. As the cost of purchasing crude oil price increases, the Malaysian government increases the retail fuel price to the citizens. You may already be aware of the macroeconomic effects of increasing oil prices as a customer. Since most households depend on buying gasoline, the majority of us are inclined to consider the cost of gas when we notice higher oil prices. When gas costs rise, a higher portion of household budgets are likely to go towards paying for it, leaving less money available for all other goods and services. The same is true for companies that utilize fuel as a primary input or whose products need to be shipped from one location to another. Higher oil prices typically increase the cost of production for enterprises, just as they increase the cost of home activities. After describing how oil prices impact businesses and families, it shouldn't be too difficult to comprehend how they impact the microeconomy. Increases in oil price are often assumed to lead to higher inflation and slower economic growth. The price of things created with petroleum products directly related to oil price in terms of inflation. As was already established, the cost of heating, manufacturing, and transportation are all indirectly impacted by oil prices. Due to manufacturers' potential to pass along production costs to consumers, the rise in these expenses may have an impact on the prices of a variety of goods and services. How much oil is used in the manufacturing of a certain kind of article or service determines how much higher the price of consumption will be as oil prices rise. Through their impacts on the supply and demand for items other than oil, oil price increases can also hinder the expansion of the economy. Because they raise the cost of production, rising oil prices can reduce the availability